So I think one of the most interesting things for me about living for a long time at Osho Lila, probably one of the best alternative communities in the UK, best New Age spiritual community, is you get to meet a lot of very sensitive men, sensitive guys. And for me, I guess, growing up in 70s and 80s Essex and London, you know, there wasn't much male sensitivity around, to say the least, you know. I guess most guys I knew essentially aspired to be, or were, you know, like macho brutes, basically. You know, that was your basic, that was your kind of image, idealized image of this very aggressive male who could really take everything on and do everything, who was pretty much invulnerable, you know, to any kind of attack. Ideally, you know, Rambo, or these kind of movies encapsulated this kind of aspiration. And you know, then to come to alternative community and to start to get interested in therapy and changing my life and meeting more sensitive men was very nice in a way, because I felt safe to open up and share what was happening inside my own life at a heart level. And recently, nowadays, I'm feeling more motivated also to work with men who, as I see it, are caught up in this kind of extreme sensitivity, because over the years of being around so many guys like this and also developing my own sensitivity, what I see is that a lot of guys, what's the easiest way to put this, is essentially they seem to have been through a process where they have become very disinspired with male sexuality and with male energy and with this kind of driving force. For many guys I've met, their father was quite abusive to the mother, or that was their perception, and somewhere in their childhood they resolved not to become that kind of guy, not to be that kind of bloke, you know, to not be that kind of man, or otherwise their sensitivity, you know, essentially allows them to see, you know, thousands of years in which men have in many ways repressed women and repressed female sexuality, female expression. They've repressed it in themselves and they've repressed it in women. And again, there's a kind of inner commitment at some point not to be that kind of guy. But what I want to talk about is there's a big problem with this. There's a big problem with this, because what tends to happen is that they cut off in this commitment, in this inner desire not to be this kind of macho male, not to be this kind of domineering, or looking at the negative sides of male sexuality, these kind of traits, they somewhat castrate themselves energetically, and they end up not really getting their needs met so much, particularly from women. And chatting to a lot of alternative men over the last 10 years, or New Age guys, something that's clear for me, you know, is that they would like to be getting more sex, basically, from women. And they have developed a very sensitive persona which enables them to get very close to women. Women enjoy to, I think, have someone sensitive to talk to who's a man, to share tea and to look into each other's eyes and to become close, to share the stories that are close on the heart. My experience is women like this very much. But sexually, women are not usually attracted to these kind of guys, in my experience. And so I often end up not really counselling, but a little bit kind of in that way, chatting to New Age guys who are struggling with the fact that, you know, they've just spent a lot of time talking to some woman and having really nice hangout with them on the sofa, maybe doing some workshops, but then when it gets to night time, they are hoping that the woman is going to be sexually attracted to them, but the woman is not interested in this. And the insight I would like to share, just from chatting to women a lot also, is that you know, for sensitive guys, you have to also deal with the reality that women are not sexually attracted to nice guys. On an animal level, it doesn't work. A lot of women are very motivated to try and change how men are, which I can understand and I think is admirable. But on a sexual level, it doesn't change so easy from the mind. That's the bottom gut level reality when it comes down to it. If you look at it, to look at a real extreme kind of example, you know, when women want to masturbate, to get themselves off sexually, they're unlikely to conjure up images of a really nice guy. It's just the simple fact of the matter. And some people protested and want to change things, and want to make sexuality fair, but I don't think it really helps anyone. I don't think it really helps anybody doing this. You know, the bottom line is sexuality is the body. It's a lot the body. Yes, it's the mind as well, but those carnal urges are hardwired into us, and nice guys don't really cut it. So all of this is a bit of a long preamble just to put out some of my ideas about male and female energy and what I've seen in 10-15 years living right at the cutting edge of the kind of new age scene and alternative sexuality, but also to shamelessly promote a workshop I'm running with my good friend Savavo, another guy, which is called Man Up. And it's basically a group for men who, whether you're in your sensitivity or not, but also want to develop a side of you which is spontaneous, which is cutting edge, which is vital, which is not to do with concepts and ideas of the mind or books by David Data or all the things you think women want in you, but allows you to start to find out who you authentically are as a guy. Not concerned with a lot of other people's ideas of how you should be, but who you are. Because this is intrinsically attractive. This is intrinsically attractive. So the workshop's called Man Up. I'll leave a link, and thank you for watching this. Okay, lots of love to everyone, sensitive, insensitive, whatever you are, macho brutes, I don't mind. Okay, over and out.